nervous. Yeah.
Now she's nervous.
Yeah. Does she get nervous out in public? Do you have treats?
Yeah, we do, but she refuses to.
She doesn't take treats? Let me see real quick. Okay, so anywhere when you're out in public, I would start, this area is perfect, where it's a little bit more low-key, nothing's over here. And start, let me see if you have treats on you right now? Just when she's out anywhere, right? Here, I'll grab her leash quick. So this is a really great place because out there would be too overstimulating for her. So when a dog is building anxiety, you want to get her to just kind of relax first. Luna, come here, baby girl. I know. Luna. Yes, good. Yes. So basically you have to think about where her mind is when she has anxiety it's all over the place. It's racing, it's running. So how you can help her and resolve anxiety is sit. Yes. Getting her good. Getting her to follow commands. And this is why I almost knew immediately when, like, if somebody tells me a dog with anxiety doesn't take treats, that means you're not giving her enough time, you're not commanding her enough times to come back to you. I have another one.
Yeah, usually she's afraid of strangers, so
yeah, so usually I wouldn't have the stranger grab her leash, of course, like you guys would sit here and do this. Anxiety takes a lot of time, so if her mind is constantly racing, you have to constantly be getting her back. Luna, so what I call, basically, I call it meditation, where you would set a timer for like 5 minutes. You guys go somewhere where she's a little anxious like this. Luna, sit. You can do it. Yes! And consistently for 5 minutes straight, you're going to just keep directing her back to you. What will happen is 98% of the time, her mind will be over here, and 2% it will be over here. But if you, yes, good, Luna, yes. If you consistently do this over a little short period of time where you're constantly on top of her, her mind will start to be over here. That's how you resolve anxiety. Like, she can have anxiety right now, but if I tell her, Luna, sit, yes, anxiety free. So following a command is how her anxiety can go away. And it just so happens with anxiety, it's difficult in the sense that you tell her to sit, give her a treat, anxiety comes right back. So you have to just bring her right back. Yes, baby. Yep, constantly.
We go to the public. But
how old is she?
She's almost 2.
Almost 2? Was she? Did you guys not bring her very many places when she was a puppy?
We got her as a puppy at 6 months.
You got her at 6 months old?
And she always been like that.
I wonder if something, did you adopt her?
No, we got from breeder.
From a breeder? 6 months old is really late. I wonder, it could just be her genetics. She might have missed some crucial socialization time during that period or something, because it definitely is. Have you ever tried CBD oil? Are you against it? No? CBD oil is really, really great for just taking the edge off without needing to medicate. Doesn't get them high. It's just like the hemp piece of the cannabis plant, and it just really lets her relax a little bit. I would do that and supplement with the training. Yes, Luna.
Another advice we're looking for is
bark at strangers if they came to our house.
In the house? Okay.
We watched all your videos.
You do?
Yeah, but she calmed down for 5 minutes. And
Okay.
all our guests, and after that she's barking again.
Then she's barking again, like if they get up and move.
Yes.
So you have to, it's hard, so you have to desensitize in different variables. Luna, look. It's okay, baby girl. Yes. You want to sit? Yes. See, the longer that I go without giving her commands, her anxiety builds back up. And then she starts to not take treats. So that means you have to be on her a little bit more. Yes. So with people, one, you're going to have to not let her get up to the person. Look, baby. Luna. Oh, is she scared of dogs? Or is she good with dogs?
No, she's fine. Yeah,
Oh, she's good with
we go
dogs?
to dog park. And,
Oh,
Yeah, she plays with dogs. It's nice.
Good. Oh, yes, Luna. Good. Hi, guys. Hi. Oh, my gosh. Hi. Hello. That's good for her. Other dogs help her, like, resolve her anxiety a little bit then, huh? That's really, really good. Good girl, Luna. So when people come to the house, though, you can't let her go up to them. You should always have her on a leash, and you can't let her go up to them until you tell her to sit and she's not trying to get up to them. So what would be better is if she's leashed. Hi, Bubba. If she's leashed for an hour the whole time and you're just directing her focus back. So you have to desensitize her. So like, let's say you guys walk in, I have her on the leash, I have to get her to sit. Oh, hi! Oh my God!
It's like they have a lot of attention.
Yes, you don't want her to look at the person because she's judging the person. So you want to get her to sit and chill, look at you, and that's a lot harder than it sounds, of course, when she's in that state. So if you can't get her focused, back her up to the point where she will relax. Once she's kind of relaxed, she'll maybe lay down on a bed or something. Come here, baby. Then, yes, Luna. Yes, Luna, sit. She's like, wait, who are you? Yes, honey, good. Did those dogs help you a little bit?
She's very deep.
Yeah.
She's protecting.
Yeah, she's protected.
She's not really normal for a lot of most of them are like
Yeah, she has some anxiety. That's okay.
This part of your anxiety. Maybe if you can solve that.
Solve her anxiety. Yeah, for sure. If you can help her, she's not a regular Frenchie because regular Frenchie's mind can wander and associate the world as positive. When her mind wanders, she thinks negative thoughts. So great to meet you guys. Hello, who's this?
Ollie.
What?
Ollie.
Oh, Ollie? Hi, Ollie. Hi. Ollie's so cute. How old?
almost 4.
Almost 4? Ollie? Is Ollie a good boy? Yes? He's a good boy?
He is really mainly
Yes.
quirks.
Do you guys have any questions?
I think his main thing is probably about the crying.
Crying?
Yeah, so I guess a bit of separation.
Oh. So right when you guys leave?
Well, not exactly, because I work from home.
Okay.
Separation is probably at home.
Oh, when you're home? Like if you go to a different room? Did you crate train him? Oh, you didn't? Are you against it? You know how I feel about the crate, right? I love it so much.
I think it's also, at this point, like we try to make him confined to his bed or something.
Okay.
But
That's okay. So what I would do is send him to his bed, but if he continues, then you have to have that piece that he can't just get out of, you know? Because a lot of with anxiety, it's like you have to give them a command to get out of their anxiety, but they're very stubborn about following. Their mind goes right back. So you have to have some kind of boundary. But if you guys don't want to use the crate, you can use like a door. I would say a playpen, but realistically you could probably jump out of the playpen, right? So you have to use a door. So you can start even with like, or a bathroom if you don't want to use a crate. You have to have some kind of door where you're like feeding him his meals in there. Where does he get fed right now?
so we live in the condo, so we don't have much space, and it's pretty much open.
Oh, it's open. Yeah, but you have like a bathroom, right?
Yeah.
Where you can close the door. I would just start getting him to be comfortable in a confined area. It's almost like claustrophobia, you know, like that he has. So it's like getting him comfortable in a smaller space, being away from you. So eating his meals, I would try feeding him in like a bathroom. It sounds sounds funny, but it's like they get over anxiety when they let go of like the need to like be out. So even if that's only while he's like eating a meal, that he just like relaxes, it's gonna help. And then just doing some kind of desensitization work to teach him to go in there on command, lay down, walk away, go back to him, treat, do the same thing but increase the distance, maybe start closing the door halfway, go back to him, treat, and you're just looking for him to relax. You have to remember when you desensitize a dog of something, you can't just put him in the room because his mind naturally will think negative thoughts. You have to put him in the room in a command, stay, so that his mind is shifted away of the fact that he's in there away from you. And then once he's really good with the commands at certain distances, door closed for a long amount of time, then you can start to give him mental freedom.
He constantly wants to stop and smell everything.
Don't let him. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, like really, if you're just holding the leash like this short, and you're constantly getting his focus before, so I can give you what I call lax leash training. That's where you're just constantly walking, keeping him at your side. You're not going to stop when he pulls. You're only going to stop if you call his name 3 times and he doesn't check in. So if I am walking, let's go, Ollie, Ollie, Ollie. Oh, was that a look? Yes. So he looked on the 3rd time. Obviously, when you're walking, it will be a little smoother. Ollie. Yes. Okay, so he did it. So then the 3 times reset. So I'm just constantly like, Ollie, Ollie, Ollie. And if for 3 times we continue to walk and he doesn't look, okay, then we have to stop, sit. So doing the pre-work, keeping his mind with you before he wants to bolt to a bush will really help him. Just constantly getting him to check in. But then yeah, dogs who like to mark and really like to sniff everything, it's just like, if you think he's got to pee, okay, go ahead, let the leash loose. Okay, you just peed 5 seconds ago. You don't need to go to that bush now. Really, don't let it. And I think people can feel bad about doing that, but it's completely fine to do. Yeah. How's everything going?
So-so. It's not too bad.
Are you guys crate training?
We are.
She doesn't like the crate?
No, she howls in the crate and she charges to get out. We've been doing all the feedings in the crate, but she makes a mess.
Okay.
Tops spills the bowl, and then she just lays down and whines. So we've been doing like the 15 minutes.
She doesn't even eat it?
Sometimes she doesn't eat it.
Just tips it over?
Now she's eating it more, like as the days have gone on.
It's really not normal for a golden puppy.
I know, and sometimes she'll step in it, and then she just whines because she's in there, and then we take it away, and then we put her leave her in.
Okay.
To kind of stop whining.
Okay.
And then when it's 30 minutes and she's quiet, we take her out.
Okay.
Take her outside.
Yeah.
She's getting a little better. It's hit or miss. Like in the morning, she eats her food, but the other 2 small feedings that we do, it's maybe she eats half.
Okay.
And then she's
I feel
crying.
like she's not eating because she has anxiety about being in the crate right away, which is not very normal for a puppy this age, especially a golden.
Yeah.
So what I would do, have you done any crate desensitization work where you teach her like crate on command with a treat?
Yeah, and we've been doing the treats in the crate.
Okay.
Have her go in and try to sit. But she'll try to just have half her butt out to get the treat.
Okay.
And you're like, no, great. And
All the way in.
And you kind of have to just put her bum. But then
if you bring the treat all the way to the back of the crate, will she just stop and not want to follow it? It's very weird. Did the breeder use
pens, not a crate.
So weird. Usually if they don't, it sounds like she actually has some anxiety about it, which is not normal for this age at all.
And she seems like in cars, she's really nervous. She actually pukes and stuff. So the only she drools a lot. She does, you can tell she's a bit of a anxious puppy, which I found was weird.
Yeah, very weird.
And then she will settle. At nighttime now, she cries the first little bit when you put her in. And then when she's calm, she'll whine and we let her out, put her back in, and she'll just whimper.
Okay.
We have that dog that has a heartbeat and warmth.
Okay.
And
She
she
loves
goes
that.
to sleep.
Okay. Okay, so night is good.
Night's good. Daytime crate? No, not
Okay.
so much.
So what I see is that usually, especially for a golden puppy, the food, if you have the food there would be no time to even get anxious about what she's in because they just gobble up the food.
Yeah.
So if there's anxiety before she's trying to eat, we got to get rid of that anxiety first. Do you like the baby? Oh, you like the baby, Ollie? Yes. So I see as getting the crate command, that needs to be sped up. So it can be done for sure. Get a really enticing treat, do the crate command, lure her over, get her to sit. And what will happen is she's going to want to, you want to get her where she's taking the treat, not trying to bolt out immediately. Because the first time you do that and try to get her to sit all the way in, she's going to try to bolt out. So that's anxious. She's like, I got to get out of here. So do it again until she realizes, okay, we're not closing the door yet. Get her to follow it in, crate, around, sit, take the treat, and then again, she should just kind of chill and not try to bolt out right away.
Okay.
Then when her mind is like relaxed in the crate, not trying to bolt out, that's when you want to give her the food.
Okay.
Because the anxiety is just rising, and you have to get anxiety down first and then give the food. And this is really, like, I have never said that in a video ever, because I will say at 9 weeks old, they should just get through it. But she has some kind of weird anxiety for her age, and she might just outgrow it. It could just be she's sensitive. Was she flown on a plane to you?
No, we got her, but it was a 3-hour car ride home. But she was one of the first pups to leave the litter out of 9.
At 8 weeks old though, right?
Yes. She was over 8.
Okay. It could just be a rough adjustment period for her where she's missing. Some are just more sensitive. But regardless, either way, that will just help her faster to relax.
Okay.
And also if she's presenting anxiety issues, she might have them later on, like be an anxious dog, and you're gonna wanna get on this work right away.
Okay.
Like anytime the anxiety goes up, you have to bring it down, then move forward together. So many times people just feed into the anxiety, and the good thing with her age is a lot of anxiety you can just kind of make her work through, like you're okay, relax, and you don't have to desensitize her so much. But I think that crate piece will help so much, because then when you have her calm in the crate, relaxing in the crate, she's actually eating, you can get her on a consistent potty training schedule, you can get her to chill.
Pooping is all over the place because she'll eat halfway and then she'll be settled, but now that she's comfortable with us, like she'll go pee outside, but now that it's gotten a little colder, we've noticed that she'll poop inside. Like we'll have her, she pees, and then like you're taking off your boots and she's pooping and you're like, oh no.
Yeah. Does she eat outside of the crate?
No.
Oh, so maybe it's not about the crate, it's just she's just not food motivated?
She doesn't care.
What are you guys feeding her? Just kibble?
Yeah, kibble.
Usually she likes to nibble.
She usually nibbles on everyone.
If I put my fingers there, she'll nibble with my fingers.
She knows. She's like, I can't mess with her.
Yeah, because she is a bit of a biter. With the kids, we try to redirect her with a sweet toy or in her crate if we know she's going crazy and she just wants to chew. We put her in with an antler or a bully stick.
In the crate?
In the
Perfect.
crate.
And how is she when you do that?
She actually pushes the antler out of the crate and just sits and whines.
Really?
And like whimpers. Yeah, so it's like, nope. But if you had it in her pen, like in her bigger pen, she's fine.
Okay. You don't do the pen, do lots of crate. She needs it more. A puppy who fights the crate. Pen can be like the freedom time. So like when she's gone potty, play. Yep, exactly. But lots of crate. And the crate on command, trying to speed that up, keeping her from bolting out is going to be the key to helping her relax in it. But you can do a combination of that plus no no, you're not barking. Don't push your antler out. Relax, eat this. Like,
Okay. And would you suggest sitting by the crate for a little bit? No,
not at all.
We haven't done that.
yeah, just like you're fine. Yeah. I mean, if it helps while you're doing the crate desensitization work, you'll be sitting next to it. So, yeah, the crate is going to be your key. And some dogs, you just luck out and they just chill in the crate. They're completely fine.
Yeah.
And it makes it so much easier. But I find that dogs that are a little bit harder during their honeymoon phase, you have to put in all the work now, and then they're the best dogs ever. So you guys have it a little bit harder right now, but don't give up on the crate. Biggest piece of advice. She's so cute.
And she doesn't like
adorable.
She hates the leash right now.
Oh, that's
But
pretty
that's a
normal.
normal puppy.
Just try to get her to like shift her focus to you instead of the leash. Like have treats and get her to
Yeah.
sit, or like, Hazel, look at her. You want to take a picture? She's so cute. Oh my god. Call her. Call her. Hazel.
Hazel.
Hi, Hazel.
Hazel.
She's so cute. Oh my god, I love her. She's so cute. Keep me updated. Does she have an Instagram?
I watch you on the Instagram.
She doesn't have her own yet?
No.
You guys gotta make her an Instagram.
Okay, I'll message you, but
Yeah, message me so you can keep me updated with how she's doing.
yeah, it just seems like she has the actual anxiety, and so we'll try to work.
Do the crate. I promise you it'll work if you're really paying attention to, like, you want to do the same level, so like not closing the door, nothing yet, until she does the crate sit. So if it takes her time to do that crate sit because she's getting in her own head, then following it,
Because we have the
continue
divider
that.
up. Is it the divider sometimes what the first? Because as soon as she gets to the divider, she's like wants to back away. But it's enough room for her to stand, sit, and lay down.
She should be fine. I don't think it has to do with that, just because even when you have like an object, she's like, you know, just pushing it out and stuff. Just about her getting in her own head, and you get her out of it by following the command. Yay! It was great to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you as
Oh,
well.
you're so cute.
Keep working on it.
Yes, keep me updated. She's adorable. You're welcome. Hi, guys. Hi. Who is this?
This is Arthur. Hi, I'm Linda.
Kaelin. Nice to meet you. Hi. It's freezing, but I love it. Hi.
Arthur.
Hi, Arthur. Yes, of course. See a cavapoo?
Yeah, Tababoo.
I know. I love the cavapoos. You know it.
You know you kept her in, like kept her
Yes, we have all the cavapoos come to camp. We love the cavapoos. You said he's 10 weeks old?
11. Turning 11.
11 weeks? Okay. How's everything going?
Want a pacifier?
Yeah, he's cute. So it's pretty good. Here,
Oh,
buddy.
look, baby. You don't want it?
Still
He's too
learning how to do
excited.
that, yeah.
Okay.
So are you calm him down? That's the first
Just
one.
hold him tighter.
Okay.
Just hold him a little bit.
Yeah.
He's just excited giving kisses, so it's nothing wrong, you know,
Okay.
but just like holding him a little tighter, not letting him down when he does that little like fit thing. Like,
Right. So just hang on.
yeah,
With
you're
the tongue
okay.
kick.
Oh, there,
You're
that's
okay.
good.
Yes. It's okay. And actually, like, no, he doesn't. He's just like, his mind is just kind of like racing,
Yeah.
and he's excited. But this is actually really good training. You'll always be able to hold him. But like dogs like this who are just like, I want to be doing something non-stop. When they get a little bit older, just think about him bigger, just like racing around wanting to do something non-stop too. So it's like, teach him right now. You can be in a busy setting and just chill, and just don't feel bad. So a lot of people are like, what do I do? Put you down? It's like, that's the worst thing you can do. Is feed into it, yeah? So it's like, I just want you to be a dog who can be in this kind of setting and just relax. Yeah, like you're completely okay. You want to look at me? Yeah, it's okay, baby. And just be persistent about that, because he's definitely a more
actually chilled out.
higher energy dog, right? Yeah, he for sure is. So you're just gonna want to get him to chill as much as you possibly can.
Okay.
And don't feel bad, even if he's throwing a tantrum. Like, I've had dogs that are like screaming, like thrashing, and I'm just like holding them. Yeah, and it like, you feel bad, but it's like, you're okay. And a lot of the times, not that he will, but dogs who just like want to not be held, they'll have control issues later on. So it's really important to be like, you're fine. No, you're okay. Yes, yes. So how has he been with everything?
He's pretty good. Because he's still at the age he is, he's a little nosier than I would want.
Okay.
And so we have a lot of, redirection opportunities, but the thing that I'm finding hard is like, if he does nip and he goes like for skin and we don't want him to, we don't have a good time-out mechanism. So if he's doing something that's like bad, we want to, like, it's obviously, we try to do a lot of positive reinforcement, but like, he does something bad, he needs to know that. I don't quite know what the best thing is, because, the bathroom that would be like a totally enclosed space is like too many steps away for it to be like an immediate response.
Do you have a crate?
We do have a crate, yeah.
You just don't want to make it a timeout place.
Not to make it a bad place.
Not a bad place,
Yeah.
but so redirect, it's all about how you put him in it.
Sure.
So when he bites you and it hurts, you're going to want to be like, get in the crate. Like, you're going to want to, but you just can't. So it's all about how you put him in it.
Okay.
So what I say is, like, if you redirect, and just depending on how quickly you want to be able to do it, I feel like just seeing his behavior, he's probably, if he doesn't follow this, it's probably because his mind is so excited on you, so he continues to go back to you, right? So a sit is actually going to be better for him than a redirecting to this.
Okay.
Or try redirecting to this once. Let's say that. So redirect to the chewing object once. If he takes it, great.
Yeah.
If he comes right back at you, redirect to a sit, because that's about not having self-control, because he's just trying to like get back to you.
Right.
He knows sit, right?
He does.
Yes?
Yes.
So sit. If he comes right back to you again, pick up the thing, okay, in the crate.
Got it.
And so as long as it's just like, crate, here's your chewing object in here, just think of it like, okay, this environment was too overstimulating for you to listen to me in. We're going to put you in here where you're forced to make the right decision, basically. And so I never think that's mean, because I think it's meaner to like, get frustrated and like his mind is just running outside of the crate and going crazy. That's more mean, and he's not going to learn the right thing. So it's like the crate is used for self-control as well, to teach him, like, if his mind is just racing, he can't process what you're trying to give him, then he needs to be in a little area. So it's totally fine to use the crate like that. Just don't
like shove you in, close the door.
No, you can give him a treat in there, give him his thing. Yes, you can just like put him in there.
That's great.
Yeah.
I really thought like never use that.
No, crate all the time. Okay. I'll tell you that.
That's like where he plays anyway.
Yeah.
He has a pen, but like in the pen he'll also
Yes,
get kind
baby.
of hyperactive. Like he'll go kind of crazy. So the crate is a good. It is a helpful place for him, and he does come, and if he doesn't find it, like he doesn't whine as much in the crate as he did when he was really
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. I can tell he has a lot of energy, and he's going to be he's just going to be a very excited dog. So the more that you can use the crate, like, this is your chill spot, and then like in the playpen, I would have like a little bed. If you do say he's getting a little perfect.
And he's so much chiller.
Okay, he'll go in because he has that mat to go to. So work on the go to your bed command too, so that if he's being like a little too crazy, you can tell him, go to your bed, relax, yes. But if he goes right back to be going crazy, then it's like, okay, then the crate.
So if he's being crazy, don't feed into it by being like, we need to expel more energy, let's go.
No.
Getting you crazy.
Complete opposite. Don't do that.
Sometimes that's what
Here we are, we're like,
because you don't know. Yeah,
Okay, that's great.
I can tell with him, he's very sweet, like excited about the entire world dog. So he needs more actually like sit, hold, to learn how to exert his energy into self-control. It's the number one thing that, I mean, a lot of Cavapoos are like that as well. It's like they're very higher energy puppies, and then they get to the point where like, that's where like reactivity issues stems, because it's like, okay, let's say you're in a situation like this where he can just run and play with other dogs. It's like, get your energy out that way. If he's used to that, then he's going to become a reactive dog. Like, I need to get my energy out. I'm going to be barking at that dog. So it's like, put it into sitting, control. Okay, then go.
And he learns well, so like we were trying to do
So
more
smart,
with the
right?
stuff, so like doing more like more
so cute.
training, just little things to keep his mind going.
Yes.
He does react when he sleeps well. So that's helpful.
Yep, he needs a lot of that distracting. You're so cute.
Just make it out with your face.
for him.
Okay, so he's almost 3.
Yeah, he'll be 3 next Friday.
It's almost your birthday? Hi! So how is he? He's a good boy?
He's a pretty good boy. He's very excitable.
He's really cute, golden. He's very cute, golden. Yes, you are. Hello, baby.
He likes to steal like mittens and hats off people's heads.
Oh, really?
That's an obvious.
You like to steal things? Does he like to steal just like things around?
So like he won't really do it at home, but if we're like walking on the street, for example, and somebody's like wearing like a knitted mitten,
Really?
he will go up and like try to take that.
Oh, really? What do you usually do? Is that something you like want to work on?
Yeah, that would be great. He's done it in the dog park too. Like if somebody like he'll get like he's so excited in the
Right.
dog park and he goes to someone's mitts and then he's like running
Okay.
around. He
Yeah.
won't eat it or like destroy it or anything.
Yeah.
He just loves to like hold it and then fling it around.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So what I would work on, do we have a mitten or anything?
Oh, I have my mitten.
You have a mitten?
Yeah.
Can I use yours? Let me grab a treat. Oh wait, I have a treat. Oh look. Oh yeah. What's this, Jazz? Hi. Hello. Drop it. Yes. Good. Okay, so a leave it or a drop it, but he only gets the treat. Oh, now you're focused on it. If he doesn't go for it at all. Now you know there's a treat, don't you? Yes. Yes. So essentially, hi. Leave it. Yes. Good. So basically it's like leave it, yes, but what you don't want to do, there's no treat, Bubba. What you don't want to do is reward him for doing that. Leave it. Jasper. Yes. Good. You tell him yes when he does finally leave it, but you only want to treat if he makes the right decision immediately. Sit. Yes. Leave it.
Like I don't understand this game.
Yes. Yes. And the thing about him is if I put the treat right up to him, he'll be perfect, right? So like I want to get him into this state where he actually wants to do it. Leave it. Yes. And he's actually dropping it faster and faster, which is good. Yes. Leave it. Except this time. Jasper. Yes. Try again. But you know if you constantly just do like leave it, he bites it, and then he gets a treat for it, it's just going to be a cycle of doing that forever. It's actually good that he's getting in this state. Sit. He's confused.
Yeah, he's confused.
Yes.
Is this a game? Am I
leave
supposed to
it.
take it?
If it's too hard for him, I'll bring out the treat a little bit. Off. Yes. Good boy. Try again. So see how he's so focused on the treat, so he's not doing it? So we want to get him in like an in-between state. Leave it. Oh, good boy. Yes, good. So to make the right decision immediately. Because his problem is when he sees this, for whatever reason, a lot of dogs are like this with socks or whatever else. It's like one track mind, like, I have to bite it. So you want to get him to let go on his own without you always having to tell him. Jasper! Hi! Oh, you good boy. But again, if he knows there's a treat there and he's so focused on the treat, you don't really want to treat that because it's not hard for him. You want to treat when it's hard, like I want to do that, but I'm letting go and looking up here. So it's about getting him in that state of mind. Yes, sit. Yes. Yes. Good boy. Very good boy. Yes. Does that make sense? A lot of things with Goldens, it's the same thing if something's on the ground. He picks it up, you tell him drop it, give him a treat. It'll just be a cycle of that. So you want to basically repeat what he just did and try to get the right thing immediately. Oh, good boy, baby. Yes. So good, Jasper. Yes. What's this? He's such a good boy. Yes. Good. So whenever he does something wrong, and you because redirect him to what's right, the leave it, the drop it, but then where you're actually going to see real results with him the next time is putting him right back to the situation to do it again, but make the right decision immediately instead of the right decision after you redirect him. Leave it. Yes. But remember, so praise when he does it because he did it, but only a treat if he makes the right decision right away. Leave it. Yes. Good boy. Yes. Makes sense?
Yeah.
Yay. You're so cute, Jasper. Should we take a picture with Jasper? Here's this. Sorry to do that with your mitt. But you can practice that either. Perfect. I would practice that all the time with him. And even like put it on the ground, and like keep him on a leash so he can't run off with it. Okay, can we take a picture? Yes. Yeah, whatever you want.
Jasper, sit. Up to you. You can have
Come here, baby.
Jasper, sit.
Yes, we can take two.
What's this?
The mitten. Good boy. You got one? Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
He's such a good boy. Hi, baby. He's so cute. Hi, Finn. How old is Finn?
She's 8 months.
Oh,
She, yes, I know.
I
Girl
like
Finn.
it. I love
Thanks.
the girl Finn. Hi, honey. Oh, she's a baby. And how is everything with her? When did you get her?
We got her at 4 months.
Okay. Did you rescue her?
We didn't rescue
Okay.
her. We got
you didn't?
No, we didn't.
Oh,
She's
what?
from a breeder, but
What is she?
She's supposed to be a Morkie, but we
Okay.
think there's some dash in her.
I know.
Yeah, right? She's a
Yeah,
dog.
she looks long for
yeah.
Morkie.
Yeah, she's funny. But
Yes.
so she's good. She's pretty.
Sweet.
I mean, you wouldn't know today, but she's pretty fearful.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like we'll be all sitting around at home. Like if we go, not me and my husband, if we go to my parents' house or anything, she'll like start barking at my family and stuff. So we're trying to work on that.
Okay. So if
Yeah.
you guys, so is it when dogs aren't there?
Yeah,
Like
well, no, yeah, when dogs are there. Yeah, so it's just like, we'll just be my family. She'll bark
at your house, or if you go somewhere?
both. So if new people come over to my house, she'll do
Okay,
that, and
okay.
if we go somewhere too.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So what you're probably going to see is the issue getting worse and more
Yeah.
severe because protective instincts are going to start coming
Right.
in. So anywhere from like 8 to 10 months, they'll start.
Yeah.
And so we really want to neutralize everything right away. I think the biggest thing that people do wrong with like younger puppies with the issue is like they just let them warm up to the person because
Right.
they probably will.
Yes.
But that's not going to fly when her protective instincts
Right,
come in.
okay.
So the best thing you can do, even though she probably will get over it, just letting her like,
Yeah.
go up to the person, the best thing you can do is get her to look at you. So when people come, do you have her on a leash usually?
Yes, we've been keeping her on.
Okay, I would do that every single time. So even if she's positively excited to get to somebody,
Yes.
leash.
Okay.
Getting her to look at you. So
Yeah.
any person that comes that like she's focused on,
Yeah.
you need to break her focus. But here's where you're really going to get the most results. So one, the pause or the controlled intros is like, Finn, look, yes, go say hi,
Right.
doing that. You don't want her, especially if she's fearful, to go say hi until she can do a level 2 with that. Do you know what
Okay.
the level 2 is? There's 2 different levels to training. One is, does the dog do what you're asking the dog to do?
Right.
So level 1, which she's probably going to be good at, right?
Yeah.
Unless she's too fearful.
Right.
So level 1, get her to focus right here, and then what you'll want to do, sit, yes, is let her mind go back out. Here, Michael, maybe say hi to her.
Hi, Finn.
Finn, sit, yes, so always get her to look at you first. Now try again, Michael.
Finn.
We want her to look at him. Look at me, just like that. Yes! Okay, go say hi.
Finn.
And then you can, if she's actually fearful, you can give them a treat then.
Right.
But it has to be after, and they have to make her sit.
Sit. Yeah.
Yes! And then direct her back to you. Finn, essentially what what you have to do with a fearful dog
Yes.
is you have to take away all mental freedom.
Okay.
So make it be all commands. So like the sit, the level 2 is basically after the level 1 where we tell her, look here.
Right.
What people do that's not right is they stop on the level 1. Because think about it, it's just like, oh, look here, yes. Okay, go ahead. So it's
Right.
like taking away all mental freedom and then giving it all back and making it harder at the same time.
Yeah.
You have to give it all back for her to then make the right decision of, what do I do when I'm not sure about this person?
Yeah.
Oh, I look here because it's not my job to judge them. I look here, and then you know she's ready. Because it's basically like you're actually, you know, switching her natural instinct instead of just being on top of her training.
Right.
So that's what I would do really consistently. And then again, it's fine for them to have a treat, but it has to be controlled. Like they
Right.
be like, yeah, here's a treat, make her sit.
Yeah.
Yes, good. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does.
Yeah, I would really work to just like anytime she's trying to get to the person on the leash, Finn here, yes,
Yeah.
maybe have a little bed. And then once the intros are really smooth, yes, then start to let her go
Yeah.
more,
Okay.
give her more and
That
more and
makes
more
sense.
mental freedom.
Yeah.
Yes, take a picture with Finn. Yes. Want to take a picture, baby? Okay. She's so cute. Does she look like awkward in this? I didn't want her to look uncomfortable.
Finn. Finn.
Good ones? Yeah.
You don't want to look at the camera?
So cute.
Oh,
my
so
God.
cute.
She's
I love
adorable.
it.
She's really, really good for the breeds that she is.
Yeah?
though. Like
Okay.
they usually have a ton of reactivity issues.
Yeah,
like,
so like we'll notice it in the condo sometimes. We live in a condo, like if someone says hi to her, she sometimes barks at them. Not always.
Okay.
We're working on it. So like I'm trying to, like today even I was like sitting in the lobby and like when people were coming in and making noises, I was like rewarding her for being
Getting her
quiet. Yeah.
focus. Okay.
Like looking at me and then treating
always
her.
get the focus on you,
Yeah.
but try to then, once you do that, try to do the level 2 with those
Okay.
people.
Yeah.
And then come back. And
Okay.
then what I always switch to is like only treating for the level 2.
Oh, okay, okay. That
But you have to do the on top of her with level
Right.
1s for a while before you can make
Yeah.
that switch, because then she's really motivated to be like, I want to do this, but I need to do it
Right.
here to
Family-
get the
yes.
trait.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yes. Oh, what a
you
good
settle down,
girl. Such a good baby. She's really good. I love her. It was great to meet you.
Yeah.
Yes. Does she have an Instagram?
No, she doesn't.
Oh, she doesn't?
No.
Oh,
Jasper
she's so
does.
cute.
He's very popular.
He does?
Oh my god, yes. He has
What is his
30,000 or
Instagram?
something followers.
What is it?
Jasper the Golden Boy.
Jasper the Golden Boy? Okay, perfect. We write, yeah, tag me so I can follow him and see it. Hi.
Desperately wants to see
He does. Hi. Hello. Who's this?
This is Louie.
Louie. Yes, Louie. Good. Hi, baby. How old is Louie?
Louie is 7 months.
Off, sit. Yes, Louie. Yes, best thing right away for the jumping, what I kind of was just saying to her is that, or with Jasper, each time you have to redirect to the right thing, you know, the off and the sit, put him right back in the situation to do the right thing immediately. Yep. Off, sit. Yes. Can we try again? Yes. He's like, I'm distracted. Hi, Louie.
ADHD.
Here, hold on. Louie.
Over here.
Let me see if I have a trait. He'll be more focused. Oh, okay. Off. Sit. Yes. Now I'm going to take a step. Let's do it again. What do you do? So this is better because he's contemplating it instead of jumping immediately. What do you do? Oh, off. Sit. Yes. Try again. What do you do? What do you do when you want to say hi and you're excited? So it's him like making the right decision on his own instead of me telling him. What do you need to do? What have I redirected you to do?
Treat though, like
Only with the level 2s. Only if he does it immediately on his own. Yeah. So no more treating.
when he sits just the one time.
Yes.
When you
So he should come up to me. Well, you can. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But when you're really trying to zone
Yeah.
in on a certain issue.
Yeah, and this is a big one because we live in an apartment and he thinks he's everybody's best friend in the building, but this is the behavior.
Yeah, because because it's his natural way to say hi. So think about it. If you're treating for jumping, having to tell him to sit, or him just coming up to a person and sitting, if you're treating for both, what motivation is there to not do the bad thing first? If you get the same reward, it's like, why have any self-control?
When he sits first.
Hi! Yes, because that's what redirection, the purpose of it is so that that becomes his new natural instinct. Hi, Louie! Off, sit. Yes, try again. What do you do? Louie, Louie. I know it's hard. Hi, what do you do? What do you do? Louie, hi! Louie, Louie. Hi, Louie. Yes! He wasn't really looking at me though. I'm gonna come over here a little.
He has a issue with it.
Hi! Oh, Louie. And we can talk about that too. Yes, good boy. Yes, so this is really good when like all his focus is on, would be like on me.
I feel like that
Yes.
battle for him.
Off, sit. Yeah, totally. Look at his teeth chattering. Yes. Can we try again? What do you do? Yes. That was good because he like at least stopped and didn't put his paws on me. Yes. Try again. Yes. Good boy. So good. Yes. Look at his chattering. He's so funny. He's very excited. You've never seen him do that? Very excited. Yes! Okay, and that was really huge that he looked at the dogs. Think about naturally what he would do when he sees the dogs. He would pull towards them. He instead, look at Hazel's on the ground. He instead snapped out. Yes! Looked back to me on his own.
Right.
So the biggest thing with the focus work that I would say is don't give up, really. You're doing the right thing, constantly directing him back to you. The biggest thing that people do is they give up because it's like, Louie, sit. He goes right back out. Louie, come back here and sit. Goes right back out. What I recommend doing is what I call meditation. It's where I set a timer for 3 to 5 minutes and I do nothing but try to get the dog to focus. So sit. Yes. Down. Yes. And try to just constantly get him to lay down and do nothing. Yes.
We do a lot of plays in his bed.
Okay.
And I'm working on
Yes.
a lot because we're
Good.
with my son to be a service therapy dog.
Awesome.
So,
Okay.
we're not sure if he's going to make it for the
Yes.
test, but
Yeah. Because what they need is that intense focus. So just think this meditation work, so let's pretend the timer is set. We're just going to constantly do lots of downs the entire 3 to 5 minutes. Because naturally, yes, naturally he's going to have 100% focus on everything else. So you have to take chunks of time where you can commit to 100% focus here, which you can't do all the time. But the more that you can do that, as opposed to 50% focus when out places, is better. So really practicing this. Down. Yes. Yes. And it teaches him to, when his mind is out, it teaches him to come back to you instead of, sit. Yes. Instead of constantly wandering. What are you going to do? Yes. Good decision. Good baby. Yes. And see, when you give him that base of like too much focus here, then there's room to give him mental freedom because it comes back to you. Like look at how much calmer he is. Yes. The harder part is when you give too much mental freedom and then you're just trying to make up time the whole time getting it back, you know? So it's like start whenever you guys go somewhere, even if you're sitting in the car doing this meditation work, start doing that so you start with like too much focus and then try to work on just getting it back.
Like practice it randomly all the time.
All the time. This is what service and therapy training is focus. Like whatever comes his way, he needs to be able to look to his handler. So it's like just practicing constantly, and I would recommend with his age and everything, I would only bring him out places when you can be on top of him, because the more amount of times
we're having is we live in an area with lots and lots of dogs.
Okay.
I'm now avoiding. We have a kind of a grassy area near a building where all the dogs play, but nobody really knows or they just run free. And I'm really focusing on trying to get him to pay won't even go there.
Okay,
We
good.
just walk away.
Yeah.
We do our walk.
Okay, good. Yeah, getting him to focus on you first. And what you should do when all the dogs are out playing, you know, call him out of it, sit, but then let his mind go back out and see if he refocuses himself.
From a little bit of a
Who's this?
This is Rocky.
Hi,
I
Rocky.
don't have too much issues with him, to be honest.
Okay.
It's more so I'm here with my mom and her dog.
Okay.
But this is Rocky. I do have one quick question with him.
Yeah.
He's got, so I'm a dog walker and he's like dog daycare on the side. and
Okay,
he's
cool.
got, like super duper jealousy issues. So like when he's even doing with my mom over here, she starts giving her
really?
dog attention. His ears go to the side, he starts whining, and he's
Okay.
not aggressive about it.
Okay.
He just then wants to get in your face and get your attention over that dog.
Got it.
And
Okay.
sometimes he'll even put himself in, I don't want to say dangerous situations because he's just a small dog and sometimes bigger dogs just don't know certain placement. That's just
Yeah.
how it is. And so yeah, that's really my biggest thing with him. But other than that, like he's golden.
Really? How old is he?
He's 7. I dropped him at 4. He's a rescue. He definitely went from a lot of different houses.
Baby. And he's great with people, great with dogs.
Yeah, totally.
What a good boy.
Yeah, so it's just
Good, baby.
So it's just jealousy that we're
Okay.
and it's just me and my boyfriend and the cat in the house.
Okay.
I do more so dog walking than dog daycare, but it's when I have the dog daycares and bring the dogs into the house.
Got
I've noticed
it.
that, and even
Okay.
today I've noticed it.
Okay, so what you're gonna wanna do, if you pet this dog, will he do it? Is he allergic to anything?
Skin sensitivity, so like chicken, like nothing.
Okay, I don't have chicken.
Yeah.
Okay, nothing freeze dried?
No, he's good,
Okay,
he's good. Yeah,
cool.
super good.
Do you like this? Are you picky? You don't like it?
Sometimes he's picky, he's a little weird.
Let me see, where's the lamb ones? Can you grab it?
Yeah.
So basically what you're gonna want to do is, if there's another person when you're giving, if you give your mom's dog attention, does he do it too? Not so much? Okay,
When she gets in.
we'll try it with this one. Hi!
Hey, come on in, come on in.
Hello!
Jealousy issues.
Okay.
No worries.
Oh, you okay, babies? Okay, so not when you give him attention?
Yeah, so he's not too. Come here.
Yeah, he doesn't really care. Oh, he would in the beginning?
At the house sometimes he
Okay, got it. So basically when you have another person, so there's two kind of levels, whether you're the hardest level if you're gonna direct him. So there's two different ways to do it. And each level has an A and B. So think of this as level 1. When there's another person, do you wanna pet one of these ones? I think it's a little baby. What is it? Okay, so I'm gonna shift his focus off of what's going on. Rocky, yes. So that was really good. If another person is directing him, he's good. But then I'm gonna let his mind go right back, and I'm looking for him to snap out of it on his own.
Oh, he's looking at me now.
Oh, he's looking at you.
You come pet a dog.
Yeah, you guys.
Today towards you.
Oh, towards you only.
Yeah, tonight for some reason.
Yes.
But she's from out of town.
Oh, look, yeah.
Long time.
Okay. Yeah, you want to pet one of the little baby puppies?
Milo, come here.
Yeah.
Come, Milo.
Rocky. Hi. Rocky. Yes. So that's the first step. Yes, that he can snap out of it when I ask him to.
Okay.
Second step is when I let his mind go back on. I want to see him snap out of it on his own, just like that. Yes. Okay. Okay. You don't want to go? Yes, go. But you just have to think, if you give him mental freedom on his own, he's going to think negative thoughts. So it's like, you have to tell him, when you're thinking that it's negative, look to me.
Okay.
And that's only going to do so much, because I see a lot of people stop right there at the level 1 and then they let the dog go up.
Of course.
And then when he has mental freedom, then he gets jealous. So you want to give him that mental freedom. Once you do the level 1, let his mind go back. And he can't go up to the situation until he snaps out of it on his own.
So I need somebody else to be doing this though, because it's towards me. Like he doesn't do it towards me.
Or you're holding him on the leash and you have a dog. If you have 2 dogs like this, you can also do this. Like,
can happen, yeah.
Yeah. So here, let's see. Will he do it with Milo? I feel like he's so distracted right now. He probably won't. But do you get the gist of it?
Yes, definitely.
So if you have the 2 dogs, hi, hello, Milo. Rocky, sit. you can't tell him no, because if there's the jealous energy, he's like, where do I put it then? Is what he's thinking. So it's like, you can't just tell him no. I could see his ears pinned back a little bit.
So we go back and forth from telling him you're okay and no.
What you're looking.
We're on the fence of which approach to kind of go.
You can say but you got to show him how you resolve this is him making eye contact with you. So even if it's just you, because this is the next level, working with you, him watching you pet the dog versus him making eye contact with you is two completely opposite things. So what you'd be looking for is, oh, Milo, so cute, Milo. He's trying not to look at it.
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to pet you too? Hello, babies. Hello.
See, I find the biggest issue is when we're on the couch and he's on my lap.
Okay.
Where then I'll then take him off of my lap because he will whine so aggressively to the point where like he will start showing his teeth.
Take him off your lap. Redirect.
That's what I do.
So
is
even
I take him off.
there, what I would have been looking for is like, yeah, he didn't do anything, but his ears pinned back and he just kind of looked around. What you want is for him to stop looking right here. Yes, make eye contact with me. And the more you guide him there, the more he'll do that on his own. So just remember, a lot of people are like, oh, that was really good that I was able to pet Milo and he just kind of looked away. It's better, obviously, than him like going after him. But what you're looking for to know that he's actually letting go when it is a situation he's super jealous in is him to shift his eye contact to you. That's what you're looking for.
That's what I had tried maybe the past couple of weeks where I'll say like, Rocky, come over here, but I feel like there's just so much going on sometimes in a moment where like you're saying that he just has a hard time focusing that on one thing because then he's looking back at the dog, then back at me.
You have to basically like have him on a leash.
Remove him though off of my lap.
Remove him for sure. You have to have him on a leash and set him up in these situations. So it's like, first step is always not having the issue happen. So if they are off leashed, don't even let him be on your lap. Don't let it happen. But then reintroduce him to these situations with control, like on the leash. Because if you don't have the leash and he goes at him, that steps backwards in the process that we're trying to change his natural instinct. Just remember, every time you want to put him into a situation where he is getting jealous, but he can't fully go through with it, you put him in a situation where he's jealous and you snap him out of it. Every instance you have of that, those are the instances you should count, and that's where you're going to see progress. There's not really progress where he's not jealous and is just being really good. You have to put him in the situation in a controlled way, not where he can jump off your lap and lunge, you know, because but if he does do that, put him right back into the situation with a little bit more control and try to make him make the right decision again. Make sense?
Perfect.
Yay! Do you have questions about Milo? Do you have questions with him too? Oh yeah.
I gave her an opening that we're more so here for Milo.
Okay, cool.
Rocky. So thank you.
Should we take a picture with Rocky first?
Yes, I would actually love that. I need to fangirl up for a moment.
Perfect.
So
Yay.
actually, yes, you read my mind.
Can you DM me the picture after
100%.
too? Okay, yay. Yes, mommy's here. He's so cute.
He's a good boy. Rocky, what's this?
Rocky. He's looking over here.
He's looking at Grandma. Yes.
Thank you so much.
So cute. Oh my God, that's adorable.
Yes. Okay.
Send me that.
I definitely will.
Okay,
Thank you
yay.
so much.
You're welcome. Okay, Milo. Hi, Milo. How old is Milo?
2.5.
Oh my gosh. Hi. Look at his cool colors.
He's a Yorkie Boston Terrier.
Really? Wow. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's so cute.
We have a problem that what he does is all of a sudden we have group plays and videos and everything. Other dogs around, they could be golden retrievers and people like that plays with the park, but they're different dogs. Milo hates. And he ends up going to lunge at the faces.
At the other dogs?
The other dogs, when we're walking, he lays down and says, okay, then they'll come approach him.
Oh, he lays down when dogs approach?
Yes.
Have you been letting him say hi to other dogs here?
Yes.
And he's been fine?
And there's a couple of big dogs that the
Snapped at?
retrievers you want to go snap at.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, got it.
Yes.
So every time before he meets another dog, you have to get his focus on you.
Okay.
So if he's zoned in on that dog,
Yes.
you don't know, this is a very common Boston thing.
Yes.
You don't know if it's excitement or if he thinks that dog is negative. If it's a protective thing, because they'll do the nipping when they think they have to protect over that dog.
Okay.
So what you have to do when his mind is like focused on a dog, like now, Milo, break it first so he comes down to self-control, because that also tells him anytime you can have more control in a greeting, it's going to be a better situation. Just think about every time he's trying to get to a big dog, ears perked up like that,
Yes.
he shouldn't go up to them.
No.
Yep, so right here, Milo, so I wouldn't let him. I would pull him back. Milo, sit. Milo.
Do you want to take Rocky?
I'm used to it. I'm used to it. I know. Milo. Yes, good. So always break his focus, even if you don't think like it's a little dog.
Yes.
You have to do it across the board, that you don't lay down, you don't get to other dogs when you're in your own world.
Okay.
You look to me, so just like that, it's like pulling him back. Yes. Oh, Milo, look at me fully. Milo. Yes. Okay, so say hi. Yes. Milo, come. Does he ever do it to little dogs?
Puppy.
Puppies?
Yes.
She's a puppy, right?
Yes. Yes.
How old?
12 months.
Oh, really? Just little? Oh, so cute. Oh my goodness.
I want to more adopt the puppy because he has so high energy.
Yeah. Yes.
Can't calm him down.
He's so cute. Look at his face. Hi. I love your face.
And so,
Milo? Yes. So every single, that makes sense. A lot of times they'll be like that.
Yes.
When puppies just kind of will set them off.
yes, well,
So
the girl had it in her lap, and it might have been jealousy over her, and went to go and pat his face. So we had to take the dogs outside, and he was okay.
yes, Milo, yes. Just think, when he's going and seeing other dogs, especially a dog that lays down, it means they're completely in their own world.
What if he's laying down though? Because that's what he does.
Yeah, him, that's what I mean. It means he's in his own world completely. It's like the worst thing, actually. A lot of dogs who do that, they end up developing like really bad reactivity issues because their mind is so locked in, they're wanting to plant like that.
Yes.
So anytime he does that, like let's say he's working up to one of these dogs, Milo, I'm gonna back up to the point where I can get his focus.
Okay.
So remember, a sit or a down when the mind is out that way is nothing. It's absolutely nothing. You'd rather have, Milo, look, you'd rather have a look without the sit or the down. So before he sees any dog, you have to break his focus. Milo, come. Up, turn around, all the way.
The jealousy is happening. It's happening.
Oh yes.
Jealousy is happening.
Oh, it is.
He's whining as it's
So
happening.
actually, he's getting jealous? Rocky is?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you're gonna want is tell Rocky to sit, tell them both to sit.
Rocky, sit. Sit.
Rocky, yes. Milo, sit. You actually want to pet Milo first.
So you have
Me?
to, yes. Oh, me
He's,
too.
he's
Okay,
jealous
he's
over you.
me, yes.
So pet him, and then
Pat him.
pet Rocky. Yep.
go, yes.
Rocky needs to know that like a pet to him means his is coming.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know that. They pet the jealous one first to make
what
him
I
feel
always
better.
do. Yes,
Right.
that's what I always do.
You have to do this, and while you're petting Milo, what I would be looking for is his focus from my hand and Milo getting pet to shift to eye contact on me. Yep, exactly. Yes, good. Yes. So yeah, breaking his focus, getting him to sit, and then telling him, go say hi.
Go say hi.
Yeah.
Okay. Because a lot of times I'd be walking and he'd be pulling me to the dog. So
Nope, that means he's in his own world.
Yes,
Even if he's
okay.
excited, even if it's meeting Rocky and a dog he knows, across the board, just let him know. To get to that dog, you have to check in with me.
Okay,
Yep.
okay.
And he's going to do really, really good at that, I can
Yes,
tell. If you're
yes.
just strict with like not letting the lay down fly.
Okay.
Because then he'll let go of all of whatever his mind is thinking.
He's been doing that since he was a puppy.
Yeah.
So yes. Okay,
He'll let go of it.
great.
Yay!
And
Do you want to take a
over
picture?
anxiety too.
He does?
Oh,
Wh-
yeah.
In
if I go out even to the car and come back,
Oh,
he's jumping
separation?
on me and biting on my lip and biting me now.
Oh no.
Yes.
So
Very mouthy.
is he not crate trained?
He goes into his crate for his own space in his own time.
Okay.
Yes.
But you don't close the door? What happens when you close the door?
He whines, he cries, he puts out his paw.
Have you ever seen, I have a video on like solving severe separation anxiety.
Okay,
you have to do some desensitization work with him to be able to fix it. But basically what you really need, if you're not going to go, the crate is the #1 way to resolve separation anxiety because he teaches him to lay down, can't pace around. But if you're not going to go to that, you have to leave him, even if you're just stepping outside of the house, in a place where he can't get right to you, because his excitement and anxiety when you leave shoots up to here.
Yes.
So if you walk in the door, you're rewarding him for being crazy, essentially. He gets what he wants when he's worried about you.
Yes.
You need him to come back down to here. So whether that be a gate, a something, you know, I don't know if he jumps over the playpen, or even the crate while you go out.
Yes.
He needs to sit and relax before getting to you, because that brings him down to here. So the longer you just get him to like sit, relax, shift his mind off of like you actually being there, get him to relax, then say hi. So you want to always get him down here, full self-control.
He's being alone though. How do you start that?
So the crate process, basically you have
Should you be
to,
leaving the house and doing some of your running around and then leaving him in the crate? What's your first step to
would be
start that?
crate on command, or just like a command to go to his bed in a little room if you wanted to do that. And then telling him stay, walking away in increments, going back to him. And as long as he holds it, then you increase increments. If he doesn't hold it, down, Milo. Yes. If he doesn't hold it, you want to repeat that same increment, not increase or decrease if it's too hard for him. So it's like, go to your bed, stay, good for 5 seconds.
Yes.
Yep.
You were telling me across the room. Yes.
But do that just around the home first. Don't go to the door yet, and increase that time, and then give him like a wait command to be released. So it's not like the best thing ever when you do come back to him.
Yes.
Don't make hellos and goodbyes a big deal, and just make it be, basically you have to shift his mind and be following a command the whole time while you're going to be able to be okay with the mental freedom. So tell me everything about Dallas. How is he? You guys have had him since he was a puppy?
Yeah, pretty much. We thought he was way energetic for, you know, food.
Okay. Oh, he's a cockapoo?
Yeah.
They have a lot of energy.
Yeah, they are.
Yes,
Oh my
very high
goodness,
energy.
way too much.
So smart, because you have the intelligence of the of both breeds. They're
We can
so
never
crazy
outsmart
smart.
him.
Never.
Every time a husband puts up a new gate, he figures out.
Oh yeah, you would never be able to. Yeah, they love to push boundaries.
Yes.
Yeah.
How do
So
you get to this level of expertise?
a lot of
You own
experience.
A lot of dogs before?
I fostered so many. Yeah, like I just would foster dogs and work with like the knowledge that I had that worked, and just try to see what works and apply it. But the hands-on experience, like I just tell everybody, that's what you need. Like you can read as many books, you can watch as many videos. It's trying to implement everything with different dogs, because they respond in such different ways and have such different personalities. So it's really just trying to see what works, because you always have to fix like one little thing or tweak one little thing. Yeah, with the dog.
She watches all your videos.
You do?
And she's trying to tell me, like,
Yeah.
but I can't.
Yeah.
So much information.
I know, it's a lot. Having a dog is a lot of work. So what are the biggest things? Like at home you're trying to set boundaries and he's just jumping?
No,
Did you crate train him?
The biggest issue, the biggest issue is actually anything he gets his mouth on, he becomes so possessive within a minute. You don't take it away from him within a minute.
Like a bone or something?
Yeah, he becomes so possessive. He'll
Let me
growl at
see.
you.
I'm gonna grab this real quick. Does he know leave it and drop it?
Well, he used to be pretty good with leave it, but now after you tell him to leave it, he'll go for it as soon as right back at it.
Let me show you real quick. So I would first practice leave it on the leash. Remember with leave it, you never want to pull him away with the leave it. You want him to do it mentally on his own. So I'm going to hold the leash. Hi, what's that? Oh, yes. Oh yeah, you can just see he has that genetic thing that he's just so obsessed with what he wants. I can already see it. That's what's creating the issues. So I'm going to tell him, leave it. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm teasing you. You're next. Don't worry. Okay, so I said leave it once, and look at how much he's just like, I gotta get to it, I gotta get to it. So once he gets to it, all this energy is going into guarding it, you know? So it's like, he's gotta be able to let go first before he gets something. So again, I'm not tugging him away with the leave it, I want him to do it mentally. So I said it once, yes, good boy. Yes, then he gets it. We're gonna throw it again. Leave it. Yes, good. Good job. We'll go a little closer. Yes, good. And when you, so you can say leave it each time that you, I'm going to say that right here. Leave it? Yes. You can say it each time that you re-put one down. But if I said leave it and I'm working up to one, I'm not going to say it again. I'm looking for him to snap out of it on his own. So we're going to go closer. And he almost like, he does really well. He follows it, but he's like, I know if I get too close, it's going to be so hard for me. Like I can feel it in his body. So like get him close. Yes, much better. Yes, good. Yes, good. And on the last one, when you get close enough, yes, you're looking for that, where he tries to go for it, or after he gets the treat, he doesn't try to lunge for it again. Does that make sense? Because so many times people just stop right here, like this is very good, but the real test is when his mind goes back out, if he snaps out of it on his own. Yes, just like that. Because otherwise you have intense focus right here and intense focus there. That's what you want. That look, oh, I'm over it. Yes, oh look, he's like, she's gonna get it. Yes, so that's with the leave it. So I would practice that a lot on the leash. And remember, just kind of hold the leash tight enough so you're hovering him over it. It's very hard. You're gonna catch yourself being like, leave it. Whoa, he's got hops.
More tempting foods.
Yeah, but I would do it with tempting foods too, but that was a really good level to work on, even just treats. And what you're looking for is for him to leave it immediately and just let go of it really quick. Once he's doing that, then you can give him these objects, so I can show you. This is a chicken foot. Leave it. So remember, he's not ready to fully have something in his mouth until he leaves it immediately. So do a lot of this work. Yes! Yes, I know it's very hard. See how he backs himself up like it's too hard? So now I'm looking, after I said leave it once, I'm looking for him to snap out of it on his own. Yes, good. Okay, you gotta do it closer. I know it's hard. Because where resource guarding happens is when you get in the middle of that like intense, I need to get to something. So do a lot of this work before he actually gets the thing, then you can work on drop-its. Yes, good. See where his mind went after the treat?
With you, and you actually do it.
I know, I always make it look easy. See, all of this needs to be sped up and he's got to let go faster, faster, faster. Yes, halfway, but I'm here. Oh, it's hard. Yes, good job. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Then when you start to do, then once he masters that, it's okay. Once he starts to leave it instantly, doesn't care, then start giving him like wait command. Okay, now you can take it. Then when he has it in his mouth, do a drop it, but put a treat up to his nose so he drops it. So think of drop it as a trade command.
Right.
Yeah, but but he's not really ready for that yet, because I can just imagine when he gets something, he's just gonna hoard it. So don't give him anything until you practice this a lot. Yeah. Make sense? Okay, should we get a picture? You're welcome, you guys. Got your phone? Okay, should we sit down with him? Yes. Yay! Okay. Come here, baby. Dallas, sit. Good attention. Oh. You're a sweet boy. Yes. Hi. You gotta look at the camera. There we go.
I got one.
You got one? Yeah. Cute. Yeah. You're welcome. Does he have an Instagram?
No, he doesn't.
Oh, he needs one. He's so cute. Hi, baby. You're welcome, you guys. Thank you for coming and waiting. It was great to meet you.
Again sometime
We
soon.
will.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Great to meet you. What are you doing, mister? So great. You're welcome, you guys. Keep me updated on his progress.
Thank you.
Yeah. I need to grab more treats. Hi. Hi, guys. Who are you guys?
Truffle and Lord Henry.
Truffle and Henry? Oh
Lord
my
Henry.
goodness, little Henry. You gotta get this. Hi. Hello. This one's Truffle, right?
Truffle.
Oh,
Lord
Truffle.
Henry.
Little Henry. Okay. And Truffle is one.
Yes.
Lord Henry is.
Oh, Lord Henry. I thought you said little.
British accent.
I love it. Little Henry.
Street name.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Two.
Little Henry. You're almost 2? Hi, baby. Hello. And how are they?
Good dogs.
They're really good?
Generally.
But they have some quirks to them.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay. Let's hear them.
Truffle's an easy one, so we can start with her.
Okay.
Okay, Truffle's worst one is she absolutely grounds herself in walking. Two
Frenchy
areas.
thing.
Yeah. One, if she's cold,
Very tough.
she will
Okay.
sit her feet. And two, if she really likes where she is. So if we take her from her place or we move her from daycare, grounds. Will not
Got
move
it. Okay.
until I get precisely halfway home and she knows where she's going and then she'll walk perfectly.
Okay, got it. So the only way to really resolve that is shifting her mind off of what she's actually doing. So the worst thing you can do is just pull and feed in when her mind is on grounding. So there's a couple of things I'll tell you with this is pre-work to get her to try not to go into that state and what to do when she is in that state. So you guys try to get her focused while you're walking.
Yes. Like a million other.
I wonder, like right now, if she won't want to come with me. Oh, she doesn't care.
Yeah.
I thought she wouldn't want to go away from you guys.
It's cold and she loves it. Like,
I'm gonna see.
she's generally is happy to go with people, but
Oh, here we go.
there you go.
Truffle, sit. Yes. Wait. Okay. Yes. So wait, sit, wait, okay, if she does ground and get into it. Have you guys ever tried that? Does she know wait?
She knows wait, yeah.
She does wait?
Yeah. And sometimes it helps, like if we're going to cross a road, because you do have to say to her stop.
Right. Yes.
That does sometimes help things.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so when she gets into it, I've found, again, if you just pull her like this, her mind is on, I don't want to move. So you have to shift her mind elsewhere. Yes. Wait. Okay. Yes. It's magic. It is. When you just shift their mind completely, you take away their mental freedom and give them commands to follow, that's how they get over something. Makes sense? And then what I've found with them though is you kind of have to watch, every Frenchie's different on when you want to treat, because sometimes when you treat after that okay, then she just does it again. So it's like, I try to, Truffle, sit, yes, wait. I try to make her walk a little bit more like that and then treat. Yes. Is she allergic to anything? Is she allergic? Okay. It's really good treats. Yes. So don't treat immediately after the okay. Get her to walk a little bit more, then treat. That was really good. But you can get a dog to not go into that state by getting her focus before. So it happens because their Frenchies have a mind of their own. Well, all dogs. When on the leash, they're in their own world. So if we do proper leash walking, Truffle, yes, yes, let's go. Oh, are you going to ground? Okay, wait. Okay. Yes, yes. Give a little treat. Truffle, look. Yes. Okay. Yes, yes. Good. Okay. Yes, yes. Good. Yes. Okay. Yes, Truffle. Yes. And what you'll start to see, like I felt a couple times with her, is like almost going back, like starting to. The best thing to do with that is to not feed into it, because I see a lot of people when the dog starts it, it's like, oh no, she's gonna go back. You want to just keep walking. Let's go. And talking to her. Yes, 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 yes. See how all that time she's about to? Yes, let's go. Yes, 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 yes.
Is this something that you can gradually get them out of expecting? If she's
For the treat?
and a treat and talking, like she'll just eventually.
Yes, but right now, why I was giving her those yeses is because it keeps her from going into her own world completely. Yep, so you have to almost give them something to take away the mental freedom. Then when you get to a point where you'll see like she's not debating, because that whole time she was kind of like, I want to be pulling backwards, but I'm not. So the more that you can get her over to the line of not, because you're on top of her so much, then you can start giving her more and more mental freedom. Just giving her a yes, like 2 yeses throughout that thing. And she's pretty good with the yeses. Like some dogs, when I start this, I have to literally at her level be like right here with the treats, yes, yes. But she's pretty good as long as you're telling her like, yes, yes, you're doing the right thing. She's amazing. She's really good. I love how little she is. She's perfect. I love. She's so cute.
Very well socialized.
Yes. You're so sweet. She's perfect size. Seriously perfect. I love her. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so just getting her focused before to prevent her from fully going into that state. And I would just be prepared at daycare, like when you're about to walk out the door, what I would do is like, I know it's coming, so I would get her really mentally with you. Like, do you like sits? Does she know down?
No, I can't teach her.
You have to teach it to her on a soft surface.
Yeah, on the hardwood floor.
Or it's my jacket. Michael, do you want to grab your jacket real quick?
So that could be, yeah, I've really struggled with that.
Yeah, Frenchies are weird about laying down, and then she won't do it on here until she knows it just verbally. Okay, let's see. Sit. Yes. Down. She's probably one you just have to push. Might have to push backwards. Oh wait. Oh, look at how she bends her paws though. Yes. Yes. Oh yes, there we go. So I just know, so do it on the soft surface.
Yeah.
There we go. Yes, good. When you do this, aim straight down for the paws, down, and then she's either gonna have to be pushed back or pulled forward. So it kind of depends on how her stance is, but try both.
Is that because you've got the jacket there?
No, it's just some dogs who are weird about, so the average dog, you just go like this, walk it forward, but if she's not doing it, go down, see where her body positioning is, and see I can maybe push her backwards instead of walking forward. So instead, she'll push her butt back, see, like that. Yes, good. So you just have to kind of, that's probably why you haven't been able to do it, and just like anytime you lose her focus, you got to meet her back, because she's not going to follow it unless she's like half nibbling on it the whole way. And anytime her butt pops back up, back to the sit, aim straight down. Oh, butt pops up, aim straight down. I don't have a treat. That's why she's not following it. Oh, you have one? Oh yeah. Thank you. Down. Oh. Straight down. This time I think she'll go forward. You just have to go really slow. Yes. Almost wait for her when she's in an awkward position to put her legs down. Because if, yes. Good. Yes. You just have to go really slow with it. Because if I would have gone just like this, oh, maybe she'll do it. But if she's hovering like that, then she won't. So you have to kind of pause when she's hovering and let her arms come down. Yes, down. That elbow too. Come on, yes. And then I'm letting go of the treat and letting her fully nibble. Yes. But downs will help her for sure. Just kind of being able to do sit down. Where I was getting at though is with the sit downs, just making sure that you have her mentally with you. Then going out the door, you'll do wait. Okay, come out. Good. And she doesn't even think about it, and you skip the whole putting on the brakes. Cool. Makes sense?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, that would really help. It's quite
Yeah, that was great. Yeah.
Thank you.
It is. You're so welcome. What about you, sir?
Say hi.
Come here. Hi.
You did well.
Hello, baby. Hi. Okay, so tell me about him. Sit? Yes. Down? Oh, you know down very well.
He knows things.
Look.
Very treat motivated.
Yeah.
Food motivated. I think his biggest issues stem from anxiety. Like he's
Okay.
an anxious dog in general.
Yeah. Sit? Yes. Yes. Does he know play dead?
He knows play dead.
Or roll over?
He knows roll over.
Okay.
Play dead.
He was going there.
Yeah.
So what kind of anxiety? Separation?
It's just anxiety in general. If I take him to the park and there's big dogs, he gets very anxious, which leads him being snappy around them. Separation anxiety is one of them as well.
Okay.
He follows me around everywhere, doesn't want to leave my side.
Okay.
Sometimes gets a bit protective and jealous.
Oh, really? How's he been here?
He's been better because they've become really good friends recently.
Oh, okay.
His partnership has improved his behavior quite a bit.
Okay.
But he's also a bit of a trouble maker when he's seeking for attention.
Okay.
Whenever he's around and he's bored, we're going to go jump up on the table, eat some food,
Okay.
garbage when I'm away,
Okay.
licks incessantly.
Got it. Okay. So I know what he needs. Did you crate train him?
He was crate trained for the first couple months, but I hated his crate, and then he started sleeping in bed.
Okay.
And then he was never
Got it. Okay. I would think about rebringing it back and kind of doing some crate desensitization work, but I'll kind of give you some tips on what to do without that. And then if things became a more major problem, use the crate. Just because for anxious dogs, what? You're so cute. For anxious dogs, you need to have that space where their mind turns off. Because what ends up happening is exactly like what's happening. He's like, when he doesn't know what to do, he's exerting all of that anxiety or energy into the wrong things, right? He's exerting it into jumping up, getting things, and doing all that. And at his age, he should just chill.
Right.
So if it's like if he can't do that being out, then he would need the crate to not have the opportunity to exert it into those other things. Also helps with the protective instinct, but what you should do is every single time, do you ever catch him doing the wrong things?
Yes, he does it on purpose.
Okay, so like
he'll jump up and grab something that I'm using, and then so I'll chase it.
Okay, so I don't know if you've heard me talk about like the level 1s and level 2s. Level 1 is like, does the dog do what you're asking him to do? So after a dog does a bad behavior, we redirect to the right behavior, right? So like drop it. Yes, good. Then to actually see progress and results, you have to put him right back into the situation to do it again. So then actually put that thing right back up on the counter, almost entice him to do it again. If he does it again, redirect. Entice him to do it again. Is he a jumper? Like, will he jump on me? Okay, I'll show you like this. Hi! Hi! Of course you're gonna be perfect, huh? Hi! Hello! Oh, off, sit, yes. No treat. No treat if he does the bad thing first, and then you have to direct. Treat when he makes the right decision immediately. Hi! What do you do? Hi! On his own without you telling him to do it. So see, when he doesn't know what to do, he's either looking for your direction or he's trying to find a different outlet. So he needs to put all of this, I don't know what to do when I'm not being directed, into controlling himself on his own. So I'm going to see.
I think he's just on that hunt for treats right now.
He might be, or he's just like, what am I supposed to be doing?
Where are the treats?
And even if he is though, he should like come back and check in with you. So we're gonna train him to naturally, like when his mind is wandering, instead of taking it out on other things, yes, come back on his own. Yes. So that's the thing, when he does those kind of things, put him right back to the situation where he could like go back up to the counter and just sit in front of it. Oh, good boy, then he gets a treat. Then once he gets really good at those kind of things, you can be strict with, you only get a treat if you do the right thing immediately, and no like, you know, trying to go through it until he does the right thing. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And then the other thing you should do is just kind of, with an anxious dog, yes, kind of let his mind wander and make his mind come back to you on its own. So we're gonna go over here. Come on. Yes. So I want his mind to kind of wander away, not look at me. This is good, but what we want to train it to do is when his mind is out, to bring his mind back in on his own. So I'm just waiting for him. Because where the protective instincts lie is when his mind is wandering and then a dog or whatever approaches, when he's in his own world. Yes, very good. He's just going to be protective then. So you want to train a dog when their mind is wandering, and no dog naturally does this ever. You want to train them when your mind is wandering and you don't know what to do, which is how anxiety builds up, how protective issues build up. Oh, check in here. And it's not natural for a dog to do that unless you ask them. But you want to get past the point of always having to ask him to do something, or he'll never look at you because he'll be like, oh, I'm in my own world. If they need me, they'll ask me. Yes. So it's almost like you want to treat for like when it's hard for him. So like this focus is like really easy for him. So it's like put him back out in the state. Okay, let's go. Okay.
Hey, bud. Thank you.
Where his mind is out. Yes. And comes back. And this is going to be hard for him to do with you because he's going to be more protective and on alert with you. But this is great for like anxiety, everything, to just come back to you. Now, if you're at a park and in a really difficult place where he's not coming naturally back to you, you can constantly ask him. But what's really good for dogs like him is what I call meditation, where you set a timer for like 3 to 5 minutes and you just try to get him to lay down for that full amount of time. Because when you first get to somewhere, his mind is all the way up here. And if you ask him to look at you and sit once, it brings it to here. People get frustrated because if he's all over the place, anxious, you ask him to sit, yes, his mind goes right back out to anxiety. You ask him to sit again, yes, and then it's like, what do? I did the sit, that's what trainers say to do, but he keeps going out there. You just have to realize each time you ask him to sit, you're just barely chipping it off. So you have to be persistent about like, yes, look at me. He gets up, sit, yes, look at me. So for 3 to 5 minutes, you guys should go to a little park area wherever he has anxiety in, get him to lay down. Let's say the timer is set. Yes, yes, yes. We can even add in a look command where I hold the treat out here. Look. In order to get it, he has to break focus and check in with me. And see how even like he's very smart, he's trying to think ahead. He's like, how can I get the treat? Literally, all you need to do is check in with me and break focus. So this kind of is like really, really good for him. Like if we were asking her to do this, she'd be like, I don't know what you want from me. What is it? You know, so it's like it takes an intelligent dog to have behavioral issues because they're always trying to think ahead.
Right. He's a smart boy.
Yep.
My only other question, oppositional to the issue of him checking in, he is a big checker in.
Okay.
Where he is like always very attentive to what I'm doing.
You feel like you looked at me.
What's up, bud?
Hi, can you try again? Yes, down. All you have to do is look at me. sitting will be easier for him to learn it. Yes, good. And then he gets the treat when he breaks focus. Okay, so he's pretty good at checking in?
Because he is very attached. He's always following me and like looking at me in these scenarios, and it doesn't necessarily help.
So watch his body language, because like you said, how he's just trying to get to you, he should always be in front like this with a sit. So like being attached to you and thinking about like you is different than eye contact and following a command from you. I swear it makes a huge difference if you really think about it like that. It'll be easier for you to do it because he doesn't have that attachment and like protective with you. It's actually good for both of you to practice it for sure. Yeah. Yay. Good. You're so welcome, you guys. Thank you for waiting. Hi. Who's this?
Benji.
Benji.
So he's
excuse me. Sit.
He knows
yes.
his commands.
Okay. How old is he?
He's a year and a few months.
Okay. Off.
Sit.
Yes. Can you try again?
His new thing is to not listen to my commands when there's people like.
When there's other people?
Yeah.
Okay,
and
got it.
Because I live in Montreal, so in the elevator he will always sit, no problem.
Just because he gets so excited about
he
people?
started realizing he could get attention, so he will sit, lie down, and crawl to the person now. So he's being submissive, but he's still demanding.
Okay, let me grab a treat. Thank you so much. So
he's very treat driven.
Okay.
He knows sit, stay, wait. He knows his commands.
He's well trained. We just got to work on the behaved part.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's bad in public, as you can see. He
got
was really bad when he first got here.
He was.
Yeah. He has a bark that's very intimidating, and he can get very snarky. It sounds more aggressive than it is, but it's more of a tantrum.
Okay. Barking at you?
No. Just
other things?
Yeah, like he's good with dogs. Like if he's into a public place, there's a lot of pets and people. He's too excited.
Right. So he's barking to try to get to them.
In the summer,
yes, baby. Yes.
Markets,
he's so cute. Off?
He would have a tantrum if one of us separated.
Oh, okay, got it.
By the end of the summer, he's good.
Okay.
He's good with
cool.
It, like
yes.
Desensitizing.
So his mind is just naturally. Yes.
Wait.
His mind is just naturally so consumed by everything else.
Yes.
So one, have you heard me talk about meditation? So when you guys get to a place, like even like this, or even if you pull up in the car, what you want to do is get him to literally do nothing but look at you. So if you have 100% focus on the environment naturally, you need to first get to 100% focus on you, because then you have room to let his mind go. It's always harder when you put him into a situation, his mind is out, and you have to work to get that 100% focus, try to get it back to you. So start fresh with it on you. So what you're gonna do, sit, yes. Does he know down?
So, yeah.
He knows down?
He knows lay down.
Yes, down.
Lay down.
Yes. So meditation is if I set a timer. So let's say I set the timer 3 to 5 minutes. You're gonna get him to do nothing but constantly lay down, because that shifts his focus to you. Benji, sit. Yes. Down.
So when I was here before, I had he emptied my treats now.
Oh, I have some. I'm just doing it, trying to do it without.
Made him sit, wait, focus. I gave him quite a few treats, and he really did calm down.
Good.
And slowly he starts getting bored again. And as you see, like when he's there's attention over there and he's barking.
Right. Okay, so I know exactly what it means. So always start like that to try to get him in the state of mind. Yes. So let's say you're constantly doing this, and just think, a lot of people wonder, what am I doing wrong? Sit. Yes. Down. Yes. Look. Yes. And I'm going to always make him break his focus off of the treat because he's so food motivated before he gets it.
So I've been his food because I make him wait for his food to get that power. Then he became too used to he comes to a point where he listens to what I want.
Because he knows what to do.
Exactly.
The routine.
It's a routine.
Yep.
So he thinks he's in control of the routine that he's created,
that makes sense. Yep.
So now I don't say okay for his food until he looks at me.
Perfect. That's what you should do.
Like, why are you not
then you can say okay.
Then I say okay.
Yep. And so looks, the waits with the okay are crucial for him, because he needs to understand how he gets to things is not jumping for it, being in his own world. Yes, it's checking in with me, then I'll give it to him. So first do the meditation. That's great. You kind of got him into a corner and do that. Do it for longer than you'd think. So do it for 3 to 5 minutes. Set your timer, and it's going to seem like it's going to be like meditation for you too, because it's just like down. But you have to just constantly be on top of the dog. So if the first time you do it for 5 minutes, you have to direct him down 100 times, it will continue to decrease, and he'll be able to just hold the down, focus on you for 5 minutes. So does that make sense? Just be really consistent with that. Most people give up after they ask the dog to look 2 times. They'll give up. So very important to just constantly be on him. And then with the other things, when he's being introduced, so because with his natural instinct, everything else is more positive than listening to you, you got to bring treats with you while you're developing this routine all the time. So when he sees somebody, you have to get his focus on you. So say hi to him. Hi. Benji is his name.
Benny?
Benji.
Benji?
Benji, sit. Yes. Focus on you first. He looks back at him, looks at me on his own. Okay, go say hi. Benji, come. Yes, very good. So there's 2 different levels with this. Level 1 is when he sees what he wants, you need to break his focus once, but where you're actually going to see the huge results is when he can look back after you've done a level 1, this is a level 2, and normally he's just going to want to pull forward because that's his natural instinct, but he makes the conscious effort to do what you had just asked him, checks in with you on his own. So bare minimum, if someone's like, oh my god, Cuta, can I say hi? Yes, 1 second, sit. Yes, okay, go say hi. And you want it to almost be a command to go say hi, then he comes back to get his treat. So the person isn't the end goal. But when you have time, do the sit, yes, then let his mind go back to the person to see what he does, and you're waiting for it to come back to you, yes, then you know he's fully ready to go say hi because he's actually doing it on his own. Here, want to try it quick?
He has, with big dogs that are calm, he's calm, but he seems to tend to want to be a lot rougher and bigger with big dogs.
Okay.
Little dogs approaches them very softly.
Got it.
And then big dogs, he's kind of like...
You got to break his focus, because when he sees a person or a dog, here's self-control, where he's sitting looking at you, it shoots up to here when he sees the dog. So if you allow him to go say hi when he's at that level, anything can happen because there's no self-control. So it's like bring him back down here first, and then allow him to go say hi in increments where you train him to bring his mind back to you. All of his issues stem from just natural mind all the way out here. So what you need is to constantly be asking him to come back, but then you also need to give him that opportunity to be out and snap back at you on his own. Okay, I'm going to give you this treat. So I'm going to be a person. Not for you. Not yet. Hi! Perfect. Yes. Good. But now watch. What you're waiting for is when his mind goes back out to me. Call him back. So this is the second level 1 you have to do. Now you're waiting again. His mind goes back out. Level 2. Now tell him go say hi.
Go say hi.
Yes. Good boy. Now call him back. He's back at you. And then perfect. Does that make sense? The 1s and 2s. So the first time you can't end it on that level 1 because he gets the treat and it helps, but then his mind just goes right back. So the behavior is not actually fixed naturally. You have to do, I'm showing you what to do, now let me see you do that without being on top of you. Because the goal with dog training is not to always have to be like, Benji, sit. It's for him to see that person look at you with the level 2 on his own, and then you give him like, yep, you can go say hi. So he really needs that breaking that focus before he sees anybody, people and dogs. Make sense?
Yeah.
And I'm going to show you one little thing that you can practice when you don't have a person. It's when you throw a treat, and the treat is going to replicate that person. Oh, yeah.
I can't get into more dog walking. It's not all dogs he chooses to see. If I decide I want to keep going, he'll keep going with me.
Make sure you get his focus even if you're physically going.
Yeah.
So here's a treat. Benji. Yes. Throw it. That represents the dog he wants to get to, so I'm going to deal. So that's the wrong thing to do. Yeah? Yeah. I also don't love this collar. Do you know that?
You know what? I've gone through, I have the Julius, I've gone through, it was my 4th collar I got him.
I know.
It was too strong and I couldn't
it's hard.
him.
It's about his mind wandering, so you'll have to do some more leash training, just especially with his breed.
He knows what stop knows, he knows what stop is, and he knows what slow down is. So if I'm walking, I say slow down, he'll come back to me.
Okay, good. And that's, see what you do with that command, it's like, no, don't do that, but do this instead. You have to remember that's what's important with it. So with that, it's like you could say, but what do you do instead? Look at me, yes. Now he can't get it till he snaps out of it on his own. And see, when I give him back the mental freedom, he goes back, I won't let him get it, don't worry. When I give him back natural freedom, he goes back to his natural instinct. So it's like, make the right decision. Yes! He looked at you, so that was still good. We want him to do it on his own. Watch. Yes, okay, now you can get it. Good.
The weight.
He knows what weight is. Yeah, so that's he'll catch on to that really easily, but like you can practice that with toys, a bone, whatever it is, so that he learns like he needs to snap out of it even if he's not being asked to. Yeah, that's really what he needs.
Also patience and stuff, because a lot of the commands, like he does know them. He just chooses to go in and out of when he wants.
He's a bulldog, of course he does.
My biggest thing too is because I have another dog. I couldn't do it today because it would have been too hard for me.
Okay. Yes, baby.
16 years old.
Oh, wow. What breed?
She's a Bichon Papillon.
Wow.
About 10 pounds, give or take.
Oh my gosh, cute.
So she's been alone her whole life. She's been, I used to give her dry food. She just leave her food, she eats what she wants, does what she wants her whole life. So now in the last year and so he's been around, she's not a fan of him.
Okay.
She also is not scared of him. Like, she'll lie down next to him, whatever it is. But she lunges at him. And because she's missing half her teeth, doesn't do anything to him. She grabs him. And I get mad at her. I show him that I'm telling her not to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So she's calmed down a bit on that. But the thing is, like, even going through the door, I never showed him that excitement and attention when I walked through the door, so that he would never get excited, but she doesn't.
She gets excited about you walking
She gets very excited.
and then takes down on him.
He starts
Does he have a crate?
He does.
Okay.
Yeah, I think him out of it unless if he stops.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
I feel like I've studied so much. And done so much, but
I think with her, it's like it's the two extremes. It's like either she's really focused on him or she's not looking at him and chilling. So what you need is to have her on the leash, put her in the instance where she would want to lunge at him, but you shift it to get her to sit and put all that energy into self-control and looking at you. Benji, yes, good. So that otherwise you're giving her a full free lead or full freedom.
Yeah.
She's either going to do that or she's just going to not look at him and not do it. So you got to get her in the in-between. Okay, got it.
Mad at him.
Yeah, put her on the leash when he's running around and just shift the focus to you the whole time. Yay!
Should I be worried about the habits that he's showing, like that she's a little more aggressive and showing him more aggressive behavior? I mean, he really isn't aggressive. It's just he gets a bad rep when he gets zoned in.
Yes, and this is where negative things stem with this breed, though, is like you gotta get, it's completely positive lack of self-control, but that can turn into anything with the protective instincts that he'll get the older he gets. So get on all of this self-control. You don't get to things until you look at me and have self-control. Get him to do the level 2 self-control on his own, and you're not gonna have a problem. Yeah. But a lot of people don't see, it's like, whatever, it's positive, but it's gonna turn just like that.
That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
That's where I'm scared because I see it's a bad habit, like this balls or like, so I noticed that I tried to desensitize his possession.
Yeah.
But
practice all of this. Seriously, it's where
a lot of it him
he
being
needs.
young, that he's not completely.
It is, but
everything, even though
he needs to. He's going to be really good during training.
Yeah.
And then, in reality, his mind is going. So you need to combine the two, and you need to have some training. Then let his mind go like this, and wait for him to come back to you. So he trains himself to snap out of it and look to you. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for waiting. I'm so sorry it took so long. Have you been here the whole time? Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Who is this?
This is Elsie.
Hi, Elsie. Hey, sweetheart. You want to come to me? Come here, baby. tell me about Elsie. Hi.
3.
Hi, Angel.
The only like she's perfect. The only thing is she doesn't really like other dogs.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Like we were kind of nervous bringing her here. Like
yeah,
she, like,
you just had her up the whole time?
Not the whole time.
Oh, you had her down?
Yeah, she was okay. And then she gets like very anxious, and when the dogs get around, she'll kind of like pull her ears back and like let them sniff.
Okay.
She gets too nervous and kind of like.
My sweet baby. Okay. Was she not socialized a lot?
Yeah, she was. She was around like a ton of dogs when she was.
She was. Is this a new behavior?
It's gotten worse.
Did it start like a little over a year?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's
so,
kind of
when Avery was just petting Benji, and she was in my arms, and she started growling.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Jealous too?
Jealous.
Okay, got it. So basically what I would focus on, I actually have seen this a lot in Frenchies, and it's where they get a little bit of a protective instinct, so that's how I knew it happened a little bit over 1.
Yeah.
And then I see a lot of things solidify and actually get worse at age 3.
Okay.
So I don't know how long ago she turned 3.
In October.
So you might see it getting worse if you haven't already, or like it's happening more frequently or deeper when the issues do happen, because that's really the transition to adulthood when it all solidifies. So don't freak out if you do see it. It makes complete sense with the hormonal changes. What I would really focus on doing is working first at a distance and really getting, I'm sure you've heard me talk about like the level 2s at this point, getting her to snap out of it on her own. So like using stationary dogs at a place like this or outside of a dog park where you can control the distance up to the dogs. It's going to be too much for her when you can't control the distance and dogs are swarming her. So have it be, so there's 2 kind of situations. Yes, very good. Is she allergic to anything?
No.
Okay, perfect. Yes, baby. You're so cute. Yes. Oh my gosh, she's bred very well. Like she doesn't have any breathing issues really, does she? Yeah. I can tell you're so cute. Yes, you are. So before she should ever go up and say hi to a dog, you have to get a level 2 from close to the dog. So I'm going to see what she does over here. I didn't want to introduce her to Benji because I didn't know if it would be the best dog for her. Because you don't
have high energy, she gets more reactive.
Yeah.
If they're low energy, she'll just let them like
Okay. So what I would really be looking for is the level 2s at a little bit of a distance, like not too far away, but just like a short distance, level 2s before you know she's ready for the full-on go say hi. And so I like to do these at the dog park where there is a fenced-in area and you can kind of, there's the barrier there. I know somebody told me it's not usually like chain link fences here. It's like farm fences with like chicken wire almost at the dog parks. Do you guys live close by here?
Well, like hers, yeah. I live in Oakville, which is like outside of the city, so ours are more like chain link fences.
Okay, perfect. I mean, I love those because you like anything can happen and the dog isn't going to get hurt, not going to hurt anybody else. So it's like if you're working up, do that. Elsie, sit. Yes, but again, what I found with Frenchies is they have such intense focus here or here, and you have to get that in between. So what people fail in is they do level 1s all the way up, and then they introduce the mental freedom up at the fence, and the first time she's introduced to mental freedom, if there's any protective instincts, she's going to take it out on the dog. So you want to introduce that level 2 to give her mental freedom. She's going to be perfect right now, of course. Let me do it with throwing a treat. I've just like, I don't know if you guys have my book or anything, but the level 2s is like a really new philosophy that I found, because I found with behavioral issues like this, reactivity, some kind of aggression, dogs kind of plateaued, and it's like you were always on them and their behavior wasn't actually being modified. So, and what people do, again, it's like level 1s in the controlled situation, but then they expect the dog to behave with the level 2 in reality when you have to get the level 1, and then you have to put them back into the position where they're going to want to, you know, make the bad decision with control. So I've really found like the level 2s is where everything happens. But let's say like if you were put into a situation like if you know, she's down here when all the other dogs were here before, and a dog is coming up to her, what I would do is put any anxiety I have that she might snap, and this happens to me at my sessions a lot, like we'll be working on a park trying to work up to dogs or whatever, like in a just regular park, then here comes an off-leash dog, and of course I'm like, oh no, what's going to happen? But what I do is, Elsie, yes, 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 yes. The dog is sniffing her, yes, 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 yes. Keep her mind on me as opposed to the dog. It's magic, and I can tell she has really, really good focus, so she is going to. Now there's going to be a span if the dog is like continuing to, you know, bother her, she might, but just anytime like I'm worried about what a dog's going to do, I know that if I'm holding her focus and she would want to literally like kill a dog next to her, which she obviously won't, I know that everything will be okay if I am on her. So it takes a lot of practice to get to that point, because your first instinct is like, oh no, almost like tugging her like this, doing all the wrong things, but it's like, Elsie, Elsie, yes, 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 and then I'll kind of like look up, like, is the owner getting their dog? Yes, 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 and just trying to walk away in a very like calm way.
And when do you let her?
So once she does a level 2, so here we'll throw the treat. Oops. I know you deserve a treat. Okay, there's a little one. So we'll throw this. This is going to be the dog. Elsie? Yes. Level 1, perfect. But see, when we give her mental freedom, think of that dog if like she's perfect, but then when I say, or then when she tries to go back to the dog, her natural instinct comes back out. So it's like training when the natural instinct wants to come about, her training herself to do it on her own. Yep. Because all of her issues are resolved with a protective instinct by letting go of it and looking to you. That's the point of that, is like, okay, I don't have to protect. When I think I need to, all I need to do is look here. Neutralizes everything out here, and you don't have the negative thoughts. Yes! I can't tell if she did, so we'll start over. Yes! Elsie? And you might have to do 20 level 1s before you get a level 2. Yep, so it's not always right away. Yes! And the ultimate goal is to get a level 2 immediately. Like she sees a dog, she checks in with you, and you're like, okay, go say hi, because then you know there's no zoning, there's no protective instinct buildup. Yes. Because again, it's like, this is really good. Yes, but the real test is when like she's there, focused on it, and snaps out of what her mind is telling her to naturally do. Yes. I know it's hard. Try again. Oh. Yes. Good. Yeah. She's trying to be half there, half there. Yes! Okay, go get it. Yes! And I would say before she goes and says hi to a dog, I would try to get that level 2 to be faster, because she's still debated, and if we let her go all the way up to the dog in a debating thing, depending on what the dog does, it could go 50-50 one way or the other. So we'll do it again. Yes! Yes! Up? Yes! See how it's just the two extremes right here? We're looking for when she finally gets it. It's like her body doesn't move. She starts looking. You know she's kind of getting it. Yes! Good. Oh, sit. Yes. Like you want her to get it when it's hard for her, when you know she's like, I want to get it, but I know, like that. Okay, go get it. Yes, I want to go for it, but I know this is what she's trying to make me do. So once she kind of does that and lets go of like really wanting to get up to that dog, if the dog represented the treat, then I would say, yes, so we did a level 1, yes. Oh, got to do a level 1 again, yes. Say this is the dog. I know, I'm like tricking you, yes. Yes! Okay, go say hi. Elsie, come. Like literally that quick, a half a second. So you should be calling her to come before she even makes contact through the fence. And I say, like I do through, I'm a very, very like cautious trainer. Like dogs have never like gotten bit bit. Like I've rarely gotten bit. Like, so everything is so cautious that I do. That's why I love the through the boundary thing, because you can see right then any interaction she's going to have, it's not going to lead to anything. Because if she snaps, it's like, okay, thank God we're working through all this with that boundary there. And if you have a dog that like, if you have friends or family with a dog that are going to come over, or you go over, you can do this through the boundary stuff through a crate or a gate as well. So working up to it, but just knowing. Or her. Either one. Honestly, either one. It's harder when the dog is working up, but still you could do the same thing. Instead of her working up, she's in there and she's looking at the dog, but you have to kind of be able to stop the dog, or if the dog is just running around, again, be looking for that. You might have to do a million level ones. So the first time you do something like that, if the dog's running around her crate, she may never be able to do a level 2, but she's snapping out of it, doing level 1s, but the second her mind goes back, she's like reacting at the dog. That's okay. You're starting with something, with the level 1s. The more you do it, then the more she'll gain control when her mind goes back out, to not just fuse really quickly, because we're training her here. So it'll be more in the middle. It'll be like a slower thing, and then she'll end up coming back on her own. Does that make sense? So it's always getting the level 2 when you're really close before she goes up. Then you have to give that go say hi command, because that's telling her, I judge the dog, you're good, you don't have to. And go say hi, remember that you're the end goal with go say hi, not the dog. Yep, it's like, okay, do a little loop, come right here. With dogs who get nippy with like the face-to-face, just kind of defensive, you have to take away all mental freedom during that like hello with the dog. It has to just be sit, yes, okay, go say hi. She's not even thinking about the dog the whole time, yes. If that's good, increase the time that she says hi, but under not giving her mental freedom. And I say that because people try to increase both. It's like they try to increase that greeting and also aren't really on top of her at all. They're just like, okay, go ahead. And you can't increase two things at once. Yeah. So you either need to increase giving her mental freedom at that same time increment, or increase being on top of her, like going with her, yes, 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 while she's there, and then increasing the time. Only increase one. And so if in a perfect world, when you go up to the fence, okay, go say hi, you tell her, Elsie, come. As long as she responds that quickly, you can increase time. If you say come and she doesn't come in half a second, be prepared to pull her back. Yep, because if she's not listening to you, she's going deeper into her natural instinct, it's probably going to go into a nip. So you would want to repeat that same time increment till she lets go on her own, and you don't have to pull her. Then you can start increasing. So yeah, there's kind of two parts to it, and dogs with this, it's hard because you have to get the focus first with the level 2, but then you also have to go, you could do all of that, and then you go and say hi, and it starts from square one again with the nipping. So it's like you have to be do it in such small increments, because any little amount of mental freedom, they just snap so quickly with it, with their natural instinct. So you have to do such short little time increments with it, for sure. Makes sense? But she's an angel at home?
Yeah, the only other thing she does is sometimes, like if I take her to my sister's place and there's been a dog there, she'll treat it a little bit.
Oh, she's just really territorial, huh? Okay, so what I would do is, if with mental freedom, her natural instinct is to mark, if you know there's been a dog there, you should bring her around on a leash, giving her commands everywhere. Like it's yeah, because it's kind of like when dogs are like natural, they pee on beds and stuff. It happens all the time. People go through bed after bed after bed. How to solve it is you have to introduce them to that object, and if it's the whole house, it's like introduce the whole house with commands so that she doesn't have the mental freedom to wander and pee. Yeah, so it's like, just go to your bed in this room. Oh, in this room, let's do a sit and a down. Yes, and then even better, kind of once you give her a command, are you thirsty? Once you give her a command, let her mind go back for a level 2, or almost like, you know, if you're in the room, sit, yes, then kind of step out, let her wander a little. Yes, and get that level 2 back, yes, then I would be like, okay, you were an off leash in this room. Because she did that, she kind of wandered out, but brought herself back instead of wandering out, sniffing more. And again, if she's not coming back, okay, go back to a level 1. You might have to do 5, you might have to do 10. And then finally, when she does a level 2, like end everything on a level 2, and you're gonna see the best results with that. Yeah, she's so cute. Look at your little jacket, I love it. Yes, baby. She's very calm Frenchie though, naturally, isn't she? That's amazing. Should we take a picture? You want to take a picture? Is she good with being held? Yeah. Okay. Some Frenchies are really weird. She's with like being held. Okay, should we take one?
Yeah. Take one on your phone. Yes, Elsie.
She's perfect. Sweet baby, you're so welcome. Will you send me those? Does she have an Instagram?
Yeah, she does.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
send me them from her so I can tag her. Yay!
I've been following you for so long.
Oh my gosh, yes! I love it. There's like so many dogs here. I just got to stay away from the PetSmarts. Have you heard? I like got kicked out of the PetSmart down the street. They were so rude to me. First, because I was filming, doing a session, they're like, no, not film. And the manager was like, what exactly is going on here? Are you an accredited PetSmart trainer? And like I do it all the time, like, and it's usually at Petco's, like in California, but they're usually like, oh great, like love
Thanks
it,
for coming in.
and
Yeah.
like I'm like, yeah, great training session at Petco. But they were like, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave, so I had to leave my session, no mittens, nothing, and go and work with this dog out. There's like snow coming on me, my hands were like frozen. I'm like, I don't know why I just didn't come here earlier. Like,
So sorry. I know, now I feel bad. We're supposed to be nice here.
that's what he said. And then we went into another dog store and they were like really rude too. They didn't tell me I had to leave, but they like were like, you cannot film.
There's like hovering there.
Yeah, they were like,
I thought like Canadians supposed to be nicer than Americans.
Elsie, yes, good. And then I'd be looking for a level 2. Yes, then you get to treat. And then depending on the dog, you know, if the dog's really controlled, you could have gone forward, do another level 1, level 2 right there.
Yeah.
And then just do lots of through the boundary. Like just work on that. If there's no boundary, don't try to go nose to nose yet until you do a lot of the boundary things. But I know, I'm like, I thought Canadians were so nice, but everyone here is, of course. And they have all the employees here have been incredible, and the owner was so sweet. Yeah. Yes, you're such a good little baby. Yes. I'm gonna get a picture of just her real quick. I love her little jacket. Sit. Hi. Yes. Wait. Yes. Oh, so cute. Yes, baby. Good job. She's amazing. Yeah, of course. Okay, come here, little one. Will you send me that too? Oh, that's adorable. Yeah, save it, please. You're welcome. It was so great to meet you guys. She's amazing.
Sorry the trip wasn't better besides this part.
Oh, it was so great. This part, I will. Yeah, we're planning on opening up here.
Oh, really?
A location here. Yeah, there's so many dogs that need the help here.
I don't have a dog yet, but I was telling my sister to send me your page, and I just like went through it, and I was like, oh god, I got so like down this rabbit hole of
You're
videos.
ready.
So
I know people tell me that because I always wonder, like my friends who aren't like big dog people or something, like I'm like, you get annoyed at my videos, and people are like, no, it's like therapeutic to watch. I'm like, that's so funny to me. I love it. I love it. Well, you're going to be prepared when you get a dog.
Yes.
Are you going to get a Frenchie?
I'm leaning more towards a lab. Yeah,
Oh, a lab? Really? Really? Lab puppies are insane. Just preparing you for it.
oh no.
I feel like, did you guys have like property where the dogs would like run and stuff?
No,
or not really? Oh, not even? I feel like so many people grew up with labs and you could just like put them outside and they would just run around, and now when you're like trying to train them, it's like I don't remember them being this crazy when I was growing up.
Yeah.
But were yours well behaved?
He was after like 6.
Oh, he mellowed out at 6.
Yeah.
I know.
When we would
So you're ready.
We wouldn't even bring a leash.
They're so cute. They're so cute. But it's scientifically proven that chocolates are the most crazy. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Then yellow.
That is good to know.
Yeah,
We had a yellow
and they are.
before, yeah.
Yes, and then the black, or then the yellow actually, and then the black are supposed to be like the calmest, the most. But still, it's a lab, so they're crazy. But Frenchies can be insane too. You really luck out with either you got like an ADD Frenchie or a calm one.
She's more like, I don't even know. Like she's calm right now, but then when it's like playtime,
Well, they'll all get like that, but you would know like an ADD Frenchie would just be like this the entire time you're here.
Yeah.
Seriously, there's like no in between. Elsie, sit. Yes.